Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. And as for the questions there, I just saw Mysterious Queen say that you can post your question or not. We're not going to push that as long as we're moderating. It's easier for us sometimes to get it at when your turn comes up, because I don't have to keep going back and forth, writing and cutting and pasting. So, it worked for Violet, but it doesn't work for me. And Violet is gone. She has moved on. She's been with us for so long. We appreciate the fact that she lasted as long as she did. I mean, the pay for moderator is not that great. She got some freebies from us. She got free readings from us. But, we don't make a lot, so...
Right. It was time for her to move on.
Yeah.
So we are happy for her.
Absolutely. And so we're going to move on and do our own moderation for a while. So bear with us, because, I take a few moments to get the list updated, but we'll keep track just fine. I'm sure we'll do just fine. All right. I took my unfinished business out of the running for the cards today because I'm using it for Cards for the Collective on social media. And it's really interesting working with this deck in that regard, because I'm trying to bring in the ghost stories into my daily interpretations. All right. Enough of that. How about we look at some signs of the times for our collective oracle for today?
Oh no, Mr. O. To paraphrase.
And for those who do not know, it's Mr. O's birthday tomorrow. Woohoo!
And it's our
43rd anniversary tomorrow.
43.
So, holy moly, we do feel old. But our son is taking us out to dinner tonight. So, yeah.
Yep, we're going to a updated or refurbished, formerly Chinese restaurant. It's now more Asian, broad,
It's got Thai, Vietnamese, a few Vietnamese and
Japanese,
Korean stuff. So something for everyone. Plus, because it's in Dearborn Thai, it's halal as well. So,
Yes.
so it's pretty nice
Hi,
place.
Kara. Thank you.
Hey, Kara. Get you on the list. Thank you, Kara. Hey, what about our anniversary, Kara?
I'll order a tamale in your honor, Kara.
And Kara, I'm putting you on the list right now so I don't forget. All right. All right. There we go. All right. So did I cut? I don't even remember if I cut. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times. I'm sorry. Just a couple more.
Yes, yep. I figured that the only way I could ever remember our anniversary was to do it on my birthday.
It's just the way it worked out.
It's just the way it worked out.
We got married in the courts, and that was the date, and so we did it. Well, are you sitting on the fence? It's the fence card for whatever that means.
Hi, Kelsey. We're fine, thank you.
Oh, hi, Kelsey.
We'll add you to our list.
We'll get you on the list. I'll repost the list in a few minutes. Doing the card for the collective right now. What number is that? Fences, Mr.
Thank you, Kelsey, for your anniversary wishes. And it says fences number 26.
26. All right. Well, it's important to establish boundaries in your life and relationships, especially as a form of self-care. Just as fences clearly define what is yours and areas where people can and cannot have access, it is time to determine where you should set up fences around your heart and your time. Be clear about what you will and won't allow. People may be asking a lot of you or trying to take advantage, but know they can only do what you allow. Be deliberate, not only in setting your boundaries, but in communicating them. The card can also serve as a reminder to stand up for yourself and a nudge to be firmer with the lines you've established. You are, in a sense, teaching people how to treat you, even if it feels awkward or uncomfortable now. In the long run, this will have a positive impact on your personal and familial relationships and increase your self-confidence. Set stronger boundaries and just say no. And you know, this is an interesting card to come up right now, Mr. O, as we are entering Mercury retrograde and as we are getting closer to the holidays. Because, we do, in this day and era where everybody is so polarized and divided, there's a lot of pressures to conform one way or another to things. And you have to set your boundaries and stand up for yourself and what you believe in and what you expect from others. Respect, a lack of hate or intolerance, or whatever the case may be, whatever side of the fence you are on, you have a right to set your own boundaries.
And of course, I remember the famous line from a poem by Robert Frost, Good fences make good neighbors.
Wow.
And so sometimes that saying is we do need boundaries or limitations to kind of hold ourselves from maybe saying something that we shouldn't be saying. And of course, this sort of speaks to the heart of what Banshee just talked about, the idea that there's so much intense polarization and also a sense of people saying, I can say or do whatever I want and I don't have to care about consequences. And that's not what makes us good neighbors in our society, in our world.
Now, this is not to say that you should shut people out who don't agree with you, but respect And, being treated right is very important. And we see what's going on now, even in the social media world, where, people are leaving Twitter, people are going other places, some people are going back to Twitter, whatever the case may be. It's up to you, and you have a right to, control the flow of information and dialogue and people you want to let get close to you. In this age of so many scams and other things going on, gotta set some boundaries. Absolutely.
All right.
Good luck with that. It's not just about politics, it's about other things. All right. So that's what we have for you. Okay? All right, so let's get going. I think, I was going to post a list
It's
again.
Lena.
Yes, I was. It's Lena, but let me
And
get
Lena
the
has
list
left
out
us
there.
a question. Lena's question. Please, a love reading. What is Mim's next action towards me in the next 3 months?
Okay, and it's a love reading. You can go ahead.
Yes. And I'm going to start off with my Crow's Magic Tarot.
And I'll
One
be
of my
using.
oldest decks.
We'll be using today's Tarot Marchetti's Lustrous Lenormand, and I think next week I'll be bringing out my Yuletide Lenormand for the Yule season.
Thanks, Lena, for posting that again. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Keep us in mind, as we try to navigate this. I think I shouldn't have any problem as long as I'm using my computer and not my tablet, which is a little harder and clunkier to type on. A single oracle card. Okay, Angel, we'll keep that. That's easy enough to remember. We'll do that for you, no problem.
All right. Lena, our first card is the upright Queen of Swords. And then we have the reversed Nine of Cups. And then we have the reversed Two of Cups.
Ooh, Dennis is a love reading.
Well, I'm not sure. This is a love reading, and some of that...
All right, hold on. Let's get the Lenormand in the mix, shall we? Uh-oh. What do I start with? Where's Victoria?
Here's our mice.
Uh-oh.
And our
Gee,
snake.
Lena. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde playing games here or what, but these cards aren't very positive. Right?
No.
I would say
Thank
here...
you for the anniversary wishes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lena. I would say here that you may have some decisions to make. Some difficult decisions to make if you're not getting what you desire in the next 3 months with Mims, It looks as though with the Nine of Cups reversed, it just seems like you're not making progress towards your goals with Mims. And with the Two of Cups reversed, that almost sounds like a potential for a breakup here or more of a separation, at any rate, between the two of you.
I think that's true, and I think that the Queen of Swords may be indicating you yourself will feel you need to make this decision.
I mean, it could be Mims, since this
It could
was
be,
about Mims.
but I sort of feel the Queen of Swords is a strong woman who knows what she may have to do. Regardless of whether this is Mims or not, somebody has decided that maybe there's not necessarily a total end, but definitely kind of a pulling back for now. Maybe there's a re-evaluation. The Queen of Swords is a thinking person's decision, and maybe they're thinking about saying, am I better off with or without? Am I happier without? Is this really pleasing to me? Is this really fulfilling certain things for me?
Right. If I read this from what Mim's actions would be, it might be that he makes the choice to move on.
Yeah, and you're right. We should
if I do
consider
that way. But I saw it the other way first, which is why I went with that. And, the mice and the snake together is really kind of not a positive thing. It's almost as if they're trying to maybe cover up some problems or issues they may have under the surface. That's the mice. And to me, it almost seems like they're making how do I want to say this? Mims is making problems look bigger than they are, maybe perhaps to justify his decision to move on to something else. In other words, he's looking at petty little things and kind of blowing them out of proportion, just so he can justify, his feelings.
Well, Lena, I don't know how to say this, but when I look back at this and I think about this more in terms of Mim's actions, I maybe am inclined to feel that they're the one that is making this decision, and that maybe this represents the idea that somehow they have already decided they're not liking being in this relationship, or they're not sure they are in this relationship.
Right.
And those two cards, the snake and the mice, maybe are indicating that they're not exactly able to be upfront with you about it, or they don't recognize exactly where they're at with the process because they're still trying to work away some problems or obstacles. Maybe they feel they want to be honest with you or be more upfront about things, but there's something that's holding them back in a way.
Now, the thing is, of course, this was like, a 3-month outlook, right?
Yeah.
And so I would say this to you, Lena. If things seem to be stable, not going one way or another for the next month or so, we should try and check in on this again.
Agreed.
Maybe the cards are just picking up some energy at the moment that could change. So I'm not going to rule that out here, because it is pretty, definitively negative here. But that doesn't mean it may turn out that way. I would give this some time and see what's happening. And it's possible here the cards are just picking up some bad vibes from Mim right now.
Yeah, we might want to ask this question again.
But I'd wait about a month. I'd wait till, sometime in December. Okay? And maybe closer to, Christmas, to that time of year. I wish you luck with that.
Right,
sorry I didn't have better news for you.
Good luck to you.
All right, we're on Siama.
Siama. General reading.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Siama.
Well, I brought out my Unfolding Path Tarot to give it a run. Another run. Let's see what we get with this.
So Banshee's Material Matters was on this morning, and it's doing really well. A lot of people are checking it out. I guess they really like that kind of advice and information that's there. So you too can check it out and maybe find out what your financial angles should be in this next week ahead.
Well, Mr. O, I think that your shows have lots of valuable information.
Why, thank you.
That people need to check out as well. All right. General reading for Siama. Let's see what's going on. I like this card. It's just called Hanged. The Hanged Man. Or woman. And then we have the King of Cups.
Hey.
Upright.
How you doing?
They're both upright. And then we have the Nine of Wands reversed.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of interesting.
Our Lenormand, what we find are a book and a labyrinth. And the card has literally left the stage. It flipped away.
And that was the labyrinth? What
the labyrinth. Tricky labyrinth.
What number is that?
43.
Yes, so that's the maze or whatever in the other deck,
maze,
right?
Yes.
So, interesting.
So, general reading.
And the first one's the books?
Yes, a book. The book.
All right. So, general reading. Well, that King of Cups stands out to me. I don't know whether to start there. Maybe this is saying, well, actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to start with the King and the Hanged Man, I think. I think here, Siama, this is a time for you to find your happy place. You know, that king is very laid back. He's very content and likes to indulge in the joyful things in life, the things that bring pleasure, whether it's romance and, sexual things, or whether it's food and drink, whether it's good times with friends. This king likes to celebrate and have a good time. And I feel here, maybe this is a time for you to step back a little bit and determine what will bring you greater joy in your life, what will bring you greater happiness. And because you've been feeling lately kind of maybe defeated. I'm looking at that 9 of Wands at the end here, and you may have been feeling as if, I'm just not, I seem to not be making any progress. I'm not finding joy in what I'm doing right now and what I'm trying to create in my life. So it's time to find that thing that's going to bring you joy.
I like a lot of what you said. I'm going to sort of come at this differently
Okay.
because I do feel like you, though, that the King of Cups in the middle is maybe the main card here, coloring the reading here and saying that what you want, Sayama, is to really have peace and happiness, or you want to be this person to other people, you want other people to be this way to you. And so what you feel is that this is a time maybe to step back and consider how you get there and what are the things that maybe you can do, and maybe some of that involves resolving what you feel your ego wants more than what is good for you. So deciding if something is more of an egotistical need or if it's really serving the real you, Siama. And to some degree that may be saying not engaging in certain battles that sort of are about that ego, about you winning and being right. Maybe it's more important for you to understand that not every fight or argument or situation is not about being right, but about maybe finding peace, at least for yourself, because that's where it takes you to your happy space.
Well, that's kind of nice too. I like that. I was going to say, as far as my scenario went, Siama, that I think here, if you are confused, just stepping back and really giving this some thought and maybe even exploring some things. The books are about discovery, a lot of times too, and what you can discover. And so maybe I think here just stepping back and looking for a new adventure. When people are in the library, for example, and they're looking for a new exciting book to read in their favorite genre, whether it's mysteries or science fiction and all of that, there's a sense of adventure. There's a sense of discovery when you pick up a new book. And so I feel that way too, that this is a time, to maybe end your confusion by exploring some new exciting things. And, you might find your happiness there.
I like that too, and I feel like they sort of support, more or less, what's going on with the tarot. The maze or labyrinth is what's in your mind confusing you, maybe driving you to recognize or try to recognize what is an egotistic need as opposed to what is a real need. And maybe what it really says is the more you find out on your own, the more you explore those things about yourself, etc., that's where you free yourself from this, and you also don't devolve into just having to win for the sake of winning, maybe.
Yeah.
It won't make you happy in the long run.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with
Siama.
that.
Good luck.
We are on Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Thank you.
And that's really interesting because we were thinking, maybe we want to kind of work our way back towards doing a show with more past lives. We did this a couple years ago, and we haven't really revisited it much. We had so much fun, though, kind of just figuring out, the possible past lives of people.
We were just talking about that possibility of bringing up a past life again, because I know there are a number of people who have expressed interest in that, and
who knows?
Who knows? And I do think we're going to be doing some lightning rounds sometime in the near future. I'm going to be working on some advertising for that. I want to pump it up first. And those are going to be just kind of pop-up hour-long shows. We'll just pull one card for people. Just to get your feet wet in us reading. Hopefully we can attract more people, a new audience, and try to get more people watching the shows. So stay tuned for that.
So I'm going to use, it's my deck.
I know, I'm getting this out for next time.
I'm going to use my Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot for Jackie.
All right. I have so many different decks with archetypes and a couple of past life decks that I think we could make a past life reading really interesting this time. So
Yes.
I'll try to get one going.
Okay, Jackie's question. Will my past life regression meditation reveal to me, what will it reveal to me when I do it this week?
What kind of epiphanies? Let's see what
Oh,
we get.
dear.
What? Well, is that the devil?
Is there something you want to tell us, Jackie?
Jackie.
You were the devil in a past life. Uh-oh, it says chat disconnected.
Again?
That happened before. And then successfully connected.
I don't
All right.
get why that's happening.
So,
I have to ask Brandon about that.
the next card is the reversed Four of Wands. The devil is in the house. Sorry, I couldn't resist. And then the final is it's Justice, number 8, Justice.
Okay, because they changed it in that deck. That's right.
Yes.
Okay. I also have that.
Fish.
And
Things do seem like they were fishy, don't they?
I don't know. I'm getting weird vibes from this, Jackie. I am getting some definite.
Well, like I
weird...
said, is there something you want to tell us? Oh, wait, after the meditation.
Well, you'll have to tell us how this turns out. If I were doing a past life reading on this, which I'm not sure I'm going to take it that way, but let me just tell you something funny I see here. I see here with the devil a potential of two things. Either you could have been maybe sold into some slavery. Maybe you were doing some servitude, because the devil is about being restrained in some way. It's possible you served some jail time. But I wonder here too, and I'm seeing the Four of Wands reversed, because sometimes that can mean, maybe a foundation needs a little bit more work. I'm wondering here if maybe you could, and then this, what is this one?
Justice.
Upright?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So I'm wondering here if perhaps you kind of wrecked a home in whatever position you were. Were you a maid in a household that had an affair with, or a man, even a butler, whatever, in a household that had an affair with somebody that disrupted the household, and then there was justice meted out in some form for this?
I like this. I actually wonder if maybe you were in a house arrest. There's the house, there's justice, containment, so like maybe you were a prisoner on somebody's terms in a way, like maybe you were an indentured servant or a prisoner of somebody, and maybe part of that was serving out a sentence too, like you had to be indentured to somebody for some reason,
And it's
caste system.
and the situation was anchored in money in some way. You were hoping either to better yourself financially, either by, hey, having a little fun with the head of the household there, or whatever the case may be. Maybe there was some money, extra perks given to you. But so it was anchored a lot in status or money. So I almost feel like that's it. Either you were owned by somebody with money, or there was something involving it here. It'll be really interesting to see what comes out. But if I want to look at this in another way now to just get what are the takeaways from this past life, I would say this. That that you may find yourself maybe a little bit more limited in this life because of maybe tying yourself down to certain things that aren't healthy for you or good for you. There may be, that takeaway here in this life that you might find out. And with the justice here, it's indicating really all you want is to be treated right and fair, but you're finding that hard to do in this life once again. And it may be something tied into the karma of this past life.
Yes, I was going to say karma. There's a lot of karma stuff going on
justice,
here.
Yeah.
With justice, with devil, with the anchor, karma anchoring to relearn the lesson or learn it again.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
I'll get you on the list.
So that's a good takeaway. My overall impression is like maybe this was something where you lived in a country that had something like a caste system, and so you were obliged to be indebted to a family of some sort or a situation.
Well,
just a thought.
I just don't even want to get too specific because I have no idea where they're going to take you on this past life. But it'll be interesting to see what you come back with. We'd certainly like to hear some of that if you want to share. And if you don't want to share publicly,
it's fine.
You know how to get a hold of us. So
yeah, we would be curious for sure.
Good question, Jackie. Thanks for that.
All right, so I hope that was something interesting for you.
And we're on Mysterious Queen now?
Yes. Hi, Mysterious Queen. This time it'll be your deck.
So, will I get admission in my favorite university? I'm tensed about my admission, and will it be good for me to study there? All right, well, let's see what we get.
Well, I hope it won't be too tense.
All right.
You're welcome, Jackie.
Using my Under the Oak tarot. Somebody reminded me online evilly, and they didn't remind me, but it reminded me of a deck I had in my eye on that's coming out soon. But I don't know if I'll end up getting it or not. It's another cat deck of some sort, kind of whimsical. But I don't know.
Hi, S. Good. Or G. Good.
Oh, G. Good. Hi there. We'll get you on the list. You don't have to post your question in advance if you don't want to. We'll take it later because I
guess the rule of thumb is if you're going to navigate around while you're waiting for your reading, you might want to leave the question just so that we will get to it. But if you don't leave it, then you just need to be around when we call for you, or you may get shuffled to the back of the list if not, in fact.
I will add you on the list, and I'll post the list after this reading.
All right, Sharina. And Mysterious Queen asked, once again, will I get admission in my favorite university? I'm so tensed about my admission. Will it be good for me to study there?
Okay, I've got it. I know. All right. Ooh, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch.
It's the Ten of Swords. And it's upright.
Followed by...
It's the Ace of Swords, which is upright. And then it's the Emperor reversed.
We probably will do a yes-no on this, but
I think
we will talk about your potential experience there.
Okay, so with the Lenormand, we once again have the mice but we also have a bouquet.
Oh, holy moly. You know, pleasure and pain. And in a way,
Sounds like school.
or success and pain. And in a way, I'm kind of feeling that way about this, you know, reading overall. Because the Ten of Swords here, you almost feel like this is really hard on you, you know? And also, I wonder, that's why we got to do a yes and no to see if you're going to be accepted at this university or not. Because you almost feel like some blow is coming. Now, maybe maybe the cards are just picking up your feelings about this. That can happen a lot because you said right there, you put it out there for the universe to see that you are feeling nervous about this. You're not sure how it's going to go. And that Ten of Swords kind of indicates that you feel like it might get quashed or sabotaged, or you might feel like you're stabbed in the back in some way, that you're struck from behind. And you know, the Ace of Swords here though almost says the opposite, like you could persevere and you could achieve a victory here. This could be, if you get in there, this could be a path forward towards success for you. I'll stop there, but I definitely have something to say about that.
I like what Banshee said about betrayals or being stabbed in the back, because of course admission process could possibly be pretty competitive. Maybe not on your part, you're just filling out the form and doing whatever steps you need to do, but people who are reviewing that, they may be judging you. So it is competitive from some point of view, and this may reflect that is truly going on, but it could also, like Banshee indicated, reflect that you feel a certain level of tension about that. Now, I'm inclined to think that maybe it's a little bit about your feelings, but not totally. Now, I also feel, too, that this could be about your feelings, that you could feel like this is really something you really do have entertaining hopes of a real strong victory or strong presence in there. You feel strength from this. But it could also mean, too, that maybe you will find out sooner than later ultimately what this is, and it sort of indicates that maybe you'll be accepted or it's leaning in a good way.
Well, I'm just going to recap these again before I go on to the next. I just want to say, again, that this could also be, you know, you feeling that this is really hard on you and that it's difficult for you to persevere when it just seems like everything keeps coming at you, you know, at this place. However, you know, your perseverance there could pay off. I feel this Ace of Swords, to me anyway, is more than just a feeling. Success could be there for you, but you are going to have challenges that you will face. And also, you may feel sometimes that this is a bit overwhelming for you, almost a little bit too much to manage there. Like maybe their program is going to be really rigorous for you. And are you up for that challenge? Can you organize yourself and keep everything together to persevere?
It could be a predictor that is saying that you will be having some problems managing this, or that to some degree you're not going to be at your winning level that you want to be at. You may still be at a competitive level, but maybe you won't be at the level you would like to be at.
I also feel here, if we look at the Lenormand, you know, you have two opposite things here, literally. The flowers, the bouquet is about pleasure, and the mice, of course, are about a little bit of pain. So I wonder here too, because the mice are temporary. It may be that some of these hardships that you are experiencing, if you get in there, are going to be, you know, short term, because the mice talks about that. There may be a lot of stress as you acclimate to the, you know, the rigorous program that they may have, and ultimately, however, this will be really good for you. This will bring you gifts in a way. You know, it's a gift experiencing that environment. It will bring good things to you.
One of the best students I've ever known,
me,
often felt that they weren't really as well off or as focused as they needed to be but they always were. And so the idea of the bouquet could be saying that the gift to all of this is realizing you are going to do better than what it seems like. Certainly at some point once you are placed and begin the work in earnest. So I agree with that. I think that maybe struggles you feel are temporary, and that's why this is modifying towards the Ten of Swords. I feel like that, you are going to feel initially some problems getting acclimated to the environment, getting your routines down, figuring out how you're going to do everything. But ultimately, that will be a gift to you because it will cause you to realize how successful you can be if you apply yourself.
So let's ask, we're going to ask a yes/no specifically now to see if you're going to get admitted into that school. This may just be talking about your academic journey in general.
That's true.
I'm not getting a total bead here as to whether you will get in this program or not. So let's see what's going on.
All right.
I'm curious now. I have a feeling the answer is yes, and you may be stressing this a bit much, but let's see. All right. We don't always get our first choices with the schools, with the programs we apply for, so let's see what it says. All right. I'll be careful. These are a little... I'm going to make sure I'm only picking up one. Wow. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. They're both reversed, but that doesn't matter. That's basically saying that this reading is leading towards yes, you will get admitted into this program. And guess what? We have the Queen of Swords here. And the Queen of Swords indicates a decision being made. And I would assume, since it's leaning towards yes, that there's likelihood that a decision will be made in your favor to admit you to this program. So
I agree.
You're going to have to keep us posted.
Yeah, we want to know if this worked out for you.
Yeah. So I wish you luck with that,
Good luck,
mysterious queen. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, Angel
welcome.
Rivera wanted an oracle card, and I have many.
And I have none here.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yes.
Just kidding. You know, I'm just kidding. Well, I could do the realist. I could do the signs of the time.
So there's two special shows this week.
Force.
The first one will be the monthly modality message, which I'm going to probably drop down on the day the sun moves into Sagittarius. That's what this is all about. And that'll be Thursday, 3 p.m. Then on Friday, we're going to do the unhappy hour. Where does it hurt? Find out on Friday at 6 p.m. It's a recorded show. We will do this for the elemental signs of the zodiac, but also we will do an additional one for the world or the state of the world, asking once again, where does it hurt? It's kind of like a sense of a therapy. It's not exactly the happy hour, but it is showing us what our issues are and maybe how we can make them better.
So I picked the Liminal Forest, Angel. I don't know, I'm in a very MJ mood lately, now that I'm using her unfinished business for our cards for the day and for the collective. I love MJ. I can't never say never, But I think the deck that I've been waiting for forever now, that hopefully she's going to finally get out in January, will be probably my last one from her, because I think she is bowing out of the tarot decks for a while. But you never know. And this deck has been promised 3 times, but she keeps having some issues getting it done, so I don't know. I'm a little discouraged, but I love her work. And she puts her heart and soul into these cards. She really does. She's a great creator. All right. Grab that one. Uh-oh, Angel. It's a mob. It's a mob scene at work. What could this be about? Uh-oh. Let's see. Working within a group with shared goals can enable collective problem solving for more effective and innovative solutions. However, this dynamic can also pose risks, such as mob mentality or groupthink, where the drive for unanimous agreement overshadows critical thinking, potentially suppressing creativity and individual expression. This situation can be challenging for those who oppose the group consensus. Going against a group may cause feelings of isolation and pressure, as a minority viewpoint may be met with dismissive or even hostile responses, leading to a sense of alienation. Such an environment marked by tension and resistance can cause significant stress and self-doubt. It is in this space that maintaining personal beliefs while navigating group dynamics can feel daunting. You may need to consider if you are using the power of the group to coerce someone to fall in line, or if pure conformity, sacrificing personal integrity for the sake of the group harmony or acceptance. Are you going along with something you don't believe in because speaking up may draw unwanted attention or cause conflict? What an interesting card, and certainly an interesting card for our times, you know? What do you got to go with that?
Well, I pulled the bouquet and clover.
Wow. Well, you know what? I have a feeling here. I have a sense. Oh, God. I have a sense with my cards here with Mob that obviously this sounds like a work situation to me, but it could involve any organization or group that you belong to, Angel, or maybe even a family kind of situation. You know, are you going to go along just to get along? You're going to be brave enough and bold enough to speak your mind and challenge, you know, the mentality that exists there. There's always so much pressure, you know, even at work to conform to certain things and not speak out. Academia, I've always felt, was an environment for a lot of times it was safe for that kind of diversity of opinion. But, you know, after years of working in it, I have not always found that to be true. And that when you go against the grain, you sometimes invite trouble. So I think this card has showed up for you to say, what is it you're going to do? What, you know, how are you going to handle a situation like this, where you're in a group and you're working together on a common shared goal, but maybe people are diverging on approaches, or they're taking an approach that is unsettling to you. You know, you may have choices to make here. I'll stop before I go in the Lenormand if you want to add something.
Well, I'm not really sure what I would add. I'm not familiar with these decks. I'm going to just jump into the Lenormand and perhaps say that if you're dealing with issues where there are group dynamics that maybe shift or that have problems aligning with a good process for solving problems, you are the one who maybe brings an insight of some sort to this group. And it's really going to be about you doing that, maybe by pointing out what are the naturally best ways to do that. The idea of natural luck, perhaps, is what I'm feeling there.
Hi, Zareen. Welcome to the show. I will add you, and I will also add Libra to the list.
Hi, Libra, too.
Hi, Libra. Just be patient with us. We'll post a list in just a little bit, okay? So you'll see where you're at. The Lenormand is really interesting to me here with the clover and the bouquet.
Okay.
I think, in a sense, Angel, this is saying that, whichever you decide, there is a gift here for you. There is luck and a gift here for you. You maybe have to decide which approach to take here, and that would benefit you the most. I saw what you said here, that there's nothing to die on your sword from. And, in the workplace, sometimes that's a good attitude to take today. But, sometimes it is worthy to speak out and stand out. But it's going to be up to you to decide what will bring you the most luck and what will bring you the best benefits in this circumstance or situation that you might face.
I like what you did there.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Angel.
All right. I'm going to get the list posted.
All right, Serene, thank you for leaving us a question. We will get to that in a little bit. We got a few people in front of you.
All right. There's the list. We're on Christine. Hi, Christine.
You're welcome.
That was an interesting card, Angel. This deck always, this deck never disappoints. I really like it a lot. All right. Yeah, I'll keep that. Thanks, Kara. We'll keep that in mind as you are next after Christine. Did Christine post a question?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't remember. What does Spirit want me to know? Thanks in advance.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. All right, Christine.
All right, that'll be my reading for
And I'm
that.
going to use my
the
Spheres of Heaven.
The little lion here. This
Yes.
is Rory. But also, put that on camera. I thought, wait, let me make sure I have it facing the right way. This way.
It's okay.
I got that from Spellfire the other day as a freebie in my batch for getting new altar cloths from them. And it's a lion. It's not in Honolulu blue, but I'll take it. So, and the Lions, when I left, were leading 21-3 in the first half. Their offense on fire. Jared Goff, after last week and being intercepted like 5 times, he is so on point today, or was. All right. Rory is their mascot. And I saw this at a supermarket one day, and I knew I had to bring it home at some point. I knew I had to have it. I didn't do a Lions prediction today like I do. I will be back at it next week, I think. I figured they'd win today. I had no doubt.
So Christine asked, what does Spirit want me to know? And I'm going to just lay them out there.
Oh, so it's my reading? Okay.
Wow.
That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I could. Okay.
All right, so what is the first card?
The Page of Swords, upright.
Oh, there you go, Christine. What does Spirit want you to know? Spirit wants you to know that you are at your flexible best right now. Whether this is in what you're doing with martial arts or whether this is in how you're communicating with others, what you're doing with your, with the cards that you post daily and maybe with your other business interests. It just seems as though things are flowing really smoothly. Communications are very clear, concise. Your movements are, working towards your advantage. This is a time maybe to use your head a bit and determine what you need to strategize on right now. I think I'd leave it at that.
It is a sense of positioning yourself.
Yeah.
Spirit wants you maybe to position yourself and to do so in an articulate, expressive, and maybe graceful manner. Spirit maybe is opening up a door for you to be able to reach new people or situations.
So why is that important?
And it's another page, the Page of Cups, which is also upright.
Well, because I think this is generating a lot of positive energy your way, and a lot of good things. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be news that brings you joy. Maybe just the fact that if you're, how you're communicating with others or what you're communicating to others right now will have a very receptive response. And so also, if this has to do with, for example, your martial arts training, again, people are going to be looking very favorably at that.
Hi, Russ.
Oh, Russ, you made it. Hey there.
All right. So why is it important, Christine? I think this process of maybe positioning yourself or being articulate with new people or situations will also help you find something mystical or intuitive that you may be looking for, or that will be necessary for you to discover at this time. That it's actually like a synchronicity, that maybe something else imparts because of that.
So where are things headed after all that good stuff? Nowhere good?
It's the reversed Five of Pentacles, which is quite good.
That's okay.
It's sort of like saying you're welcomed into something new where everything just sort of feels like it fits. It's like it's exactly what you've been doing or been looking for.
You feel like you belong, in some situation or circumstance or with some group of people. It just seems like this is all leading, this idea of just being capable and flexible and communicating well. Your intent with others is going to be very well received, and you're going to feel like you really belong here. You belong with them, or you belong in this situation or circumstance. You really feel a part of it now. So if there was ever any doubt about something, that do I fit in? Am I making the grade, so to speak? You are, and you will. You like that?
Yeah, I do. So what do you got? And here it is. It's the Rider and the Garden. Wow.
So, I know.
It just sort of says the same thing in a way.
Again, in a way, it's kind of like it seems like something is bringing you more into a public's eye. I don't want to say like a massive public eye, like you're going to be rich and famous or something like that, but something is making you stand out in the public, and you're moving that way. I mean, I think that something is gelling here, and you're really going to be standing out among others and feeling, really, this is comfortable. This is a great position to be in right now.
Spirit wants you to know that you are moving into where you really will belong. You're moving into an area that really can accept you and tell you, we've been waiting for you in a way.
I like it.
All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Everything
Christine.
Looks really, really good, Christine. Good luck with that. All right, we are on Kara. Hey, Kara.
And Kara wants to know, what does Freya have for them?
Okay. Pull out the Raven's Dream Tarot. All right. Kara, I tried to goad Sonny here, but he's laying on the couch in the other room.
He's fallen asleep over there.
He is totally zonked. And I kept talking to him before the show because he was sitting with me there watching the Lions game, and I said, you're going to join me on the show today, right? And I thought he was listening to me, but, cat.
He was not.
He was not.
I'm not sure what could wake him up at this point.
Yeah, he looks pretty zonked over there. But, I've said that before, and then he comes popping out of nowhere. So We'll see. Okay, so what does Freya have for Kara, right? And we'll do my reading again. This is the second time we're starting a reading with this card. What?
Kara has a Freya has a 10 of swords for you.
Wow, where does it hurt, Kara? Maybe you better come to our unhappy hour show and see what you can do about it.
Freya may be telling you to be aware that there is somebody who may have some enmity for you, may have some bad feelings towards you, may have some sense of wanting to get even with you for some reason.
Well, protect yourself in clutches. You know, I think Freya here is saying there are challenges right now. People may challenge you in some ways, and you may feel kind of up against a wall, you know. But there might be some valid reason for this. Let's see why this is important, shall we? Oh, it's the Hermit reversed.
Well, you can run, but you can't hide.
Well, and that is part of the Hermit reversed here, you know. It's like, I think why this is important is that Freya senses that you may try to duck this situation. And, you know, not that I would blame you, but the bottom line is I think she wants you to confront this head on and not go back into your cave. She's concerned that, you know, this could stop your forward progress or movement if you allow it to.
It seems really specific in a way, too, so I'm kind of concerned.
I am. Let's see where this is headed. Yeah. Okay, so we got the World reversed. Now, I always say when we get the World reversed, it's not the end of the world. But what this is saying to me under these circumstances is you could allow this to kind of put a break on things for a while. You know, what comes to mind for me...
There's a note for you from Russ.
Wow, Russ! Ow! Wow! And when I left, it was 21 to 3. Wow. So at least the Jacks scored 3 more points. I didn't do a prediction for them today. I usually do a prediction on X, and I'm going to start expanding that out to the other platforms I'm on since most of my followers seem to be leaving X. But I do a prediction, but I didn't do one this time because I was pretty sure the Lions were going to.
So something that just hit me just now is that maybe where this leads to is the sense that this is unfinished business of some sort. This is something that maybe has not resolved, and you will be needed to resolve it in some way.
Right. Or maybe where this is heading is that, well, yeah, where this is heading is that you're going to have, this is going to leave some things hanging in your life, you know, that will need some resolution. So, I mean, you can try to hide from this, but what I think Freya is saying is sooner or later, you're going to have to deal with the situation. And what I was going to say before I saw Russ's note, Kara, was that something that comes to mind to me a lot here is some of the backbiting that goes on social media. You know, don't let people get under your skin there. You just keep doing what you're doing. Freya does not want to see you derailed by that kind of stuff.
That's my job. The anchor.
Uh-oh.
And the well, as in the wishing well.
Well, so what does that have to do?
I don't know. Well, it may be saying that what you wish for will anchor you towards the solution or will anchor you towards the situation. You may have to figure out a different way of wishing or advocating for what you want. Maybe there's something wrong with how you are focusing your desires, and maybe you have to reapproach the situation. Find a different goal. Find something different to anchor yourself to.
Right. I think you should anchor yourself to things that will heal you. And because also the well can be about deep
Agreed.
healing. I also think what this could mean is that Freya is saying, you know, you will recover from this, you will heal from this situation, and just remain firm, remain stable through this rocky, challenging time. If you do, you should be able to overcome this. She doesn't want to see you. I'm going to go to the hermit for this one. She doesn't want to see you cave in under pressure. Okay? That's what I feel. So, good luck with that.
Good luck. That's an interesting thought there, Russ. I like it. I agree with you, of course. We always say tarot
Yep.
is a snapshot in time.
Yep, you got that right, Russ.
Yeah, let us know. Thank you.
Something is coming, Christine.
Christine.
I'm pretty sure of it. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
All right. It was a
Good.
good reading. And Kara, it wasn't a good reading, but I think you can overcome this.
It wasn't a horrible reading.
Freya is in your court.
All right, so Kelsey is up, and Kelsey asks, do my friends enjoy my company? I've been having low energy levels lately, so I'm worried that I'm bringing the mood down. That's a good question. Yes, thank you, Christine. We definitely want to know. That's a good question. I'm going to use my Star Spinner Tarot for Kelsey's question.
Or go to jail. Well, berserker rage, Kara. Rein it in. Just don't let, you know what? And that's the thing, too. Don't let people bring out that dark side, you know? It's easy to do sometimes.
Oh, I know that feeling too, Kelsey. Yes, actually. I get some of that myself, maybe more in December. I'm sorry to hear that.
Aw. I go through a seasonal affective disorder, but it usually is related to sleeplessness. I can't sleep. So I have found some cures for it. I have to say that help me sleep better, but it always hits me like in January, either late in January or sometime by the middle of February. And it can go for weeks. And sometimes I only get 2 to 3 hours sleep. But I found a workaround, so I'm hoping it'll work this year.
All right, our first card is the Queen of Wands.
Yeah.
She's upright. Then it is followed by the Four of Wands, which is also upright.
Oh, wow.
And then it's followed by the Nine of Cups, which is also upright.
What?
And I think, Christine, that,
Chelsea.
I'm sorry, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
You may be worried needlessly.
To say the least.
The Queen of Wands represents a high energy person. Maybe this is saying people know that normally you are that high energy person. You are engaging, you are brave, charismatic. Maybe they are understanding you're not where you usually are, but in an overall sense, I think your friends see you as a Queen of Wands.
This is such a positive reading. I understand you have issues, and I get that. But I think the cards are here to inspire you to lighten your mood. Because that Queen of Wands is saying, if you're feeling like that, go out there with a better attitude. Go out there feeling chipper, trying to bring joy to other people, trying to be inspiring to other people. I think people are attracted to you, though. The Queen of Wands upright. I almost would have expected it to come up in reverse with the way you're feeling right now, Kelsey, but this is showing that people can be drawn to you right now. And I feel here that you have some friends who are willing to stand by you, even in your darker times. Even if you are feeling depressed and despondent, maybe they want to bring you to this better state because they're willing to celebrate with you and have good times with you. They don't want to exclude you. So these two cards right here are so positive.
The Four of Wands is very positive. It really talks about the idea of seasonal celebrations, and we are moving into, that kind of season. I think this card suggests that, your friends do have positive feelings and feel you belong. You're part of their circle.
And the Nine of Cups?
The Nine of Cups.
That's like,
the wish card.
The wish card. If you really wish for that, not to be bringing them down and for good times and that, that you should feel comfortable being with them, that's the wish card right there. You've got it. But I also think beyond that, that Nine of Cups is saying enjoy life. Enjoy life with them. Go out there with an attitude of, I want to have a great time tonight. I want to enjoy myself, and I want others to enjoy my company as well. And so, really, all of this could even be a pep talk for you right now.
Sure.
That's the way I look at it. The cards are telling you, get out there with the idea that you are going to be a force of inspiration for others, somebody that people can look to for, bringing some happiness and sunshine, some light into their life. And right here, with this, what is it?
The Four of Wands?
The Four of Wands. Celebrate. Find reasons to celebrate. Get out there during the holiday season, as these cards might be telling you, and do that. Just enjoy company at this time, especially if you yourself are feeling blue. And ultimately, you pick your spirits right up. And let's take a look at this.
I like what you said there, Kelsey, too. I really feel like maybe, you have those feelings, but they are not necessarily shared by most of your friends. Your friends really see you in a different light.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at this.
So, the writer, which is good, and the bear, which is good.
I think that this is a phase for you, and you're right. You say you go through a seasonal phase. I think you're moving towards more self-empowerment and feeling more secure in yourself.
Okay.
And if not, the cards are saying this is what you need to do. You need to bolster yourself with not the negative speak you're feeling. You need to feel more positive. You need to feel more self-empowered and move yourself in that direction. Do things right now that empower you, that make you feel better about yourself, whatever they are. Do them and try to reignite that sense of, that you belong with others and you're not there to bring anybody down.
I like the sunflowers in the Queen of Wands, and I think that if it's possible for you, you might benefit by a little photo light therapy, so try to get out and get a little sunshine, when you can, absorb some of that. But I think that you will find a way to empower yourself. That's the bear. You are going to move towards that. And some of that is just basically, moving into the season. You'll realize that it's going to take a while to get back out of the season. So it's going to get a little colder before the sun shines brighter, before warmth comes back. And you just need to keep that in your mind and remember you're on a course towards the returning light.
So that's called The Lustrous Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti.
Thank you.
And it's one of his decks, and of course it is just gorgeous. It's got some extra Lenormand cards in it. He created some extra cards after number 36, Jackie, and they're really nice. And so, Kelsey, I want you to just work on eliminating the negative dark speak. I know that you're better than that, and you're worthy of, the attention of friends. And I have to say this, I wonder sometimes too about my friendships, because when I don't see people a lot, and would they really notice when I'm gone? Do I matter? Do I make a difference? We can't control what other people think or do. We can only control ourselves. And so I feel here, abandon that thinking. Just don't think about what they feel about you. If you enjoy their company, if you enjoy their camaraderie and companionship, let that be your guiding force, not how you think they feel about you. And see where it leads you. And I wish you luck with that.
Take care, Kelsey. And thanks, Russ, for the update.
Oh, another up for it? Oh my God! I knew it would be high scoring. I knew Jared Goff was going to make up for last week when he got the 5 interceptions. I knew it. That you can't keep him down. He's an amazing.
You're very welcome, Kelsey, and you're lovely too.
Thank you, Kelsey. All right, we're on Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Well, thanks, Russ. I'm going to miss next week's game, too, because apparently it's at 1 or 1:30 again. Sigh. But I will be able to catch the Thanksgiving game, so I will catch that one. They're such fun to watch this year. I mean, what I even saw in the first hour was pretty amazing.
And Nicole asks, what is coming towards me?
All right. I am going to get my...
I'm going to use my Mind's Eye Tarot for that. Hi, Nicole. Oh, well, it's my turn, though.
I thought I just did the Lenormand with the bear and the... That's right. I did the bear.
No, I did the bear.
No, I did. I handed it to you, the bear and the... I handed it.
What
See,
was
we
the
don't have
deck?
Violet for these kinds of arguments anymore.
Okay.
The bear and the rider, I handed them. And it's
That's just-
ironic that we picked up the same deck to use. I didn't see him. I'm
Alrighty.
using the Mind's Eye as well. I have my own copy.
Well, if you don't like her 3 cards, I'll throw mine then, Nicole.
Oh.
No.
Now you made me forget Nicole's question. What was it?
What is coming towards me?
Oh, okay. All right. Let's throw 3 cards on that one. I know I could do my reading, but...
What's coming towards me? Yep. All right.
I feel like doing 3 on this one.
Yes, we can add you to the list. Sunce.
All right. We'll add you to the list. S-U-N-C-E. Okay. Right. And if anything gets misspelled in the chat, it's because of autocorrect, not me. Hopefully it won't be.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, well, the first card I drew... Maybe I should have
You're
used
welcome.
his cards. Okay. So, the first card is Judgment Reversed.
What is coming towards you? Judgment Reversed. Are we doing your reading?
Nope. I said 3 cards twice.
Oh, okay. Well, you said it to somebody who can't hear.
And what is that card?
The Queen of Cups reversed.
Queen of Cups reversed.
The Six of Swords reversed.
All reversals. And this, I'm surprised. In a way, we're getting some of the positive readings we're getting with Mercury about to go retrograde. So I'm not surprised by seeing this right now. Go ahead. What do you got?
Lilies and the Child. Which,
All right.
kind of interesting.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
bookmarks of a sort.
Well, Nicole, I think this is going to be, what's coming towards you right now is kind of a slowdown, kind of a stagnation going on here. With that Six of Swords reversed, you may feel kind of stuck, like things are not moving forward the way you would like them to. And that's no surprise here with Mercury about to go retrograde. I think we're all going to be going through a little bit of that. And with the Queen of Cups here reversed, it's indicating to me that there's going to be some disappointment, a little bit of unhappiness, maybe a little bit of emotional upset on your part as well with the way things are going. And, this is not a time to get critical about yourself. This is not a time to take it personally, whatever is going on here. I think maybe it's astrology. It could be just... the circumstances of this time of year, it gets really crazy. Some people, like as Kelsey just said, we get depressed and despondent at this time of year. And so that could be going on a little bit here too. I'll stop there. I did the 3.
I have a slightly different take, or somewhat different take, and I feel that maybe the feeling of being stuck and or disappointed may be coming from a situation that doesn't seem to have an easy resolution. It's possibly something that's legal or quasi-legal. It could be something like maybe whether or not somebody is going to let you move into a situation like you've applied for, a new apartment or something like that. You've applied for a bank loan, something like that. So you're worried that maybe a situation isn't working out in your best interest. That's what I think is coming towards you, and that it kind of makes you feel stuck. It makes you feel disappointed. I don't know that this is going to stay this way, though. I sort of feel like this may just be where it is right now.
Okay.
Did we want to go to Lenormand?
I was going to go to the Lenormand next because I kind of sticking with what
Child
I've said
and
there.
Lilies.
I think here, it may, step by step, things will start to evolve in a different direction. Things will start to improve. But it's going to be a slow process. I feel like whatever's dragging you down here, dragging down your mood, or blocking you from moving into a situation or from a situation, as Mr. Omen have suggested, I don't know if I was close to that, but it will take a step-by-step process to improve this. But improvement will happen. And I think here too that sometimes we go through these phases in life where we get blocked or we get stuck, and there's a period of growth and a period of learning that comes from that. And that's what I see happening here too, is like, well, you may learn some lessons here about yourself, what you maybe are lacking, as opposed to what you are capable of, and maybe how to fix that as time goes on. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here.
I think I go with that too, in a way that no matter what I said before, I do feel like the situation disappoints because it doesn't allow for you to move in a direction you thought you could move into. But what you may ultimately realize is that you just have to take it in maybe slower increments and maybe adjust as you go along. That maybe this is a situation that will evolve a little as it goes along. So, for example, if it is moving into a new environment of any sort, it may take a little while to get totally acclimated to figure out what all the best things to do for yourself are.
I like that.
All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Nicole.
Good luck, Nicole.
All right, we are on G-Sud now. Oh, hi, Shirley. Yeah,
hi,
we'll
Shirley.
get you on the list. I think we can get a few more people on the list.
Hey.
We're moving. I just... We'll repost it.
You're welcome.
All right. You're very welcome, Nicole. Okay, so G-Sud is on the list. Did they post a question?
That's Jarima. Let's see.
Right.
I don't
Garima?
remember, so I'm just going to scroll back and look. Yes. Okay. This might be a 2 for 2. I'm not sure. Nicole and I have been having a lot of great conversations. I want to see if she's interested.
Okay.
I like someone. His name is George, and I'm wondering what the possibility of that connection is.
Oh my goodness. That is kind of tough because you are asking like 2 questions there. I don't know. Do you want to throw 2 and 2 on that so we get an idea either way?
Okay,
and I'll
so
throw
this is
the
going to be mine,
Lenormand.
right?
Okay.
I'll use my Urban Tarot then for this one.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
So the question is about whether or not either of these 2 connections,
Well, it evolve
right.
into something.
So first one will be for Nicole. The second one will be for George.
We'll just see what's going on with these connections. Yeah.
Okay. Nicole, George, Nicole, George.
Well, you didn't say any of the cards.
I didn't.
So
Okay, so
let's look at Nicole first, and let me put the Lenormand on that.
so there's the star reversed and the. Okay, they call it something different. Oh, it's the 8 of Cups reversed. Okay.
Oh.
That was a little hard to figure out for a moment.
All right.
So there was a choice.
Crossroad.
And the bear.
Crossroad and the bear.
And the star and the 8 of Cups reversed.
Well, I don't know if this is going anywhere or not, or if things are going to stay sort of the way they are. At best, I would say with Nicole that things are going to stay the way they are right now, maybe not get any better, any worse, or they could decide to move on because they're maybe in the process of deciding what is in their best interests. I look at the bear here. The bear is a funny thing. The choice is obviously they're deciding what's in their best interests in this communicating with you. And the bear indicates to me that they're looking out for themselves. They're looking out for what's right for them. And so that could be good, that could be bad. The star is indicating some pessimism and doubt here that things are going to move more forward.
That I was just going to say something like that. That to me, that maybe is the more important factor here. That somehow they feel like they want to move forward, but maybe they're not exactly sure your interest or your association will do that. They're still deciding in a way. They're still thinking about this.
I think they could possibly decide to remain friends if they feel it's in their best, with you, but if they feel it's in their best interest to do so. Right now, it's looking kind of wobbly, but I think they're still in the process of, determining what they want to do. So,
yeah, it's an open book to some degree still.
So if you're having constructive conversation, see if you can keep that flow going and see where it leads. And let's look at the other one now. Let's look at, what's the name again?
George.
George. Let's see what's going on.
So, is that the 7 of Pentacles?
Oh.
Very dark, eh?
It must be the 7 of Pentacles, which is interesting. They're calling it failure.
Well, it sort of like a no to me in a way.
I don't know. This is your deck. I assume it's the 7 of Pentacles.
Well, you
almost
gave it
looks
to
like
me,
there's
though,
2
remember?
wands in
You
the background.
gave it to me, remember?
I never used it.
Okay. And another 7, but it was reversed. It's the 7 of Cups.
Wow, that's a real interesting.
Very interesting.
Let's
2
look
sevens.
at the Lenormand before we get into that.
Now this is about George, mice,
that's good.
and the bridge.
Okay. So 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups is reversed. How
Yeah.
interesting. Wait.
Well, that one's upright, but the Cups is reversed.
Got it. Yeah. So that's interesting to me. The 7 of Pentacles indicates to me that they're weighing this very carefully. They're concerned. They might even, I wouldn't be surprised, Grima, if they would step back for a while. That 7 of Pentacles kind of goes like a pullback kind of card. But the reason is because they're wanting to decide what they have to do. This is really interesting because I almost see this in both readings here. And it's almost as if it's their decision. They're making a decision of some sort. When the 7 of Cups is reversed like that, it's like they have a lot of options in front of them of what they want to do. And they're about to pick one. Okay, when it's reversed. They're finally making their mind up and they're about to pick one. And with the mice and the bridge, I think what they're doing here is they're trying to determine what it is, again, that, will this bring them more stress in their life or will this be good for them? I think that's what they're trying to decide here. Because the mice is about, and maybe what's going on too, I have to say, is maybe they've got some other things in their life that is going to be drawing them away for a little bit. And, that's why things are going to remain a little bit unclear with them.
I can't add too much more to that. I get the feeling like maybe they are at a point now where they're looking at different friendships and they're trying to decide if these friendships just bring more problems to them. So sort of snobby in a way too. Like they're sort of thinking like, do I need to be involved in somebody else's problems? It's really what I feel there in a way.
No, okay. So again,
they're a snob.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
But the bridge to me indicates they're trying to find a way to work everything into a life right now that might be a little bit stressful for themselves. I almost feel like the stress is not coming from what they're getting from you. It's from some other factors in their life right now. And maybe that's why they're going to step back for a time before they make a choice move or decision, in this regard.
Yeah, they're not really ready to do much more at this point. I mean, they might still have interactions, but they're still sort of going through it in their mind on where they think it's going.
And you know what? This almost seems like such a cop-out that we can't give you firm answers either way here. But somehow, again, I'm not surprised about this because Mercury is about to go direct, and a lot of things communicating with others is going to be very confusing, and there's going to be a lot of uncertainty or maybe things being misread or misconstrued. So my advice right now to you is to just be patient, take things as they come, and try to keep the lines of communication open. And if people aren't responding right away, like I said, this would not surprise me because this is kind of what's going to be happening for the next probably 3-4 weeks. So I hate to say that, but I really feel the influence of Mercury in this reading. And I just think that things are going to be slowing down. So don't expect a lot of fast movement on either side here. That's what we have.
To some degree, people don't necessarily communicate as well, or that their communication is just not as understood.
Well, I can't really determine that. Will be mutual or more like you making efforts. Well, I almost think she might be reciprocal. She's got the bear here. If it's in her interests, I think she'll be all in. It won't just be one-sided. But, she's got to make her mind up.
The part of it that I'm seeing too is that maybe they're looking at the potential to move forward, and so they have to really decide that maybe there is something interesting in your friendship that moves you forward, moves you down that Eight of Cups road.
I understand you're not sure what they're deciding. Maybe they're not sure either of these. So try not to push it. Just keep being cordial and responsive, or opening dialogue and conversation. Keep it going without putting any pressure right now, just to see where things are going to lead. Because right now with Mercury, people could make the wrong decisions based on what they're feeling. So just take it easy at this time and try to be patient.
Good luck.
I wish you luck with that. Good luck. All right, Zareen is up.
It's not always easy when you think something's happening and you can't really tell for sure if it is or not. I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just think sometimes we have to give people
You're
their
welcome.
space to sort things out for themselves. Because we can't...
Hi, Serene.
Okay.
And I know you left us a question.
Okay.
Will the person on my mind love me and feel something genuine with me in the future? And is there any action that they will take towards you? Okay.
I'm going to grab...
Is that your deck again? Right?
Yes. Do the Ghosts and Spirits.
I get those.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ramon?
Okay, Ramon.
All right, thank you.
Let's see what we got. Well, I hope these cards are more clear. We've had a couple of fuzzy readings here today. Some that were really right where they needed to be.
And thank you, everybody, for your patience. We are working without our moderator these days, so we're hoping this all works out.
I think it will. I think
I think it is.
Just
Yep.
fine. All right. Well, the Hanged Man reversed. Ace of Wand reversed. Oh, man. And the Ten of Cups reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this reading.
In the Lenormand, our cards are the Birds and the Labyrinth,
Wow.
which is the maze.
Well, it's not looking good right now, Zareen. They're on your mind, and maybe you've been hoping for something to happen or develop here. But I don't know. The Hanged Man reversed indicates that I think they're moving towards deciding what's best for them in life. They've been giving a lot of, or maybe in love, they've been giving a lot of thought to their direction or, what they should be doing, what their next moves or steps should be. And I'm sorry, I forgot my middle card.
I can't tell. That's squirrelish
I know it's sad writing.
Ace of
It's the
Wands.
Ace of Wands reversed. And I feel here that I don't feel movement towards you. As a matter of fact, I feel right now that they may not be moving necessarily towards anybody right now. I'm not sure. Or maybe that they are coming out of a situation of a failed relationship or something that they were hoping to get started with someone else. I got that feeling from that. What are you thinking here?
I like that. I was trying to figure out something that I couldn't quite get, and I think that's what it is. The Hangman reverse maybe indicating that this person is licking their wounds a little bit over a particular failed relationship, or maybe a sense of feeling like they themselves don't feel like they've been lucky in love or in romance. And so they may be deciding to not engage with anyone right now. They may be thinking about themselves more and their loss rather than trying to figure out if they are moving ahead yet. So they may be in a suffering stage. They may not be thinking about anything about a relationship is what I'm feeling here.
And what's really funny is that Ten of Cups reversed too, because it's almost like they feel they failed at something. And, or, you know, like I said, this just could be indicative of the fact that there's nothing happening or going to be happening, at least in the present time, with a relationship between, you know, the two of you. The Ten of Cups is usually like a happy family life or a happy romance when it's upright. But when it's reversed, it's showing a breakdown of some sort or nothing happening there. There's no closure or no happy ending there right now.
So you mentioned that...
Go on.
You mentioned that they were broken before, and of course I had said something about, you know, like maybe there was a bad relationship.
Well, me too. Me too.
Right,
and
we
so
both did.
that could be it. That could be what they're focused on right now. They may still be heartbroken in some way or disappointed with the way things haven't turned out. And so they might be really guarded right now and unable to truly move on from that right now.
The labyrinth.
The labyrinth is a lot of confusion about which way they want to go. There's a lack of direction here. There's a feeling of being lost right now. So, I mean, if there's, you know, I know they're on your mind and stuff, but if you have any kind of contact or relationship with them in some way, you know what I mean, where, you know them and you just talk with them, you know, just see if you can establish some friendly conversation. But I feel, because they may need somebody right now to talk to, it feels like they're really lost right now. And with the, is that the,
birds.
The birds. Yeah. See, they're really lost and they don't know who they can turn to.
Well, it could also be, too, that they don't really know how to communicate their feelings.
Right.
They're so confused that they don't really know how to say this to you or anyone. Maybe if they live at home, they can't even tell their parents about this, that maybe this is a devastating loss to them. And so what you can do is only try to be their friend at this point in any way that you can, and to give them some space, too. And maybe to let them know that you're there for them.
So let me just say this to you, Zareen. The answer is nothing is happening right now. But that doesn't mean that something will never happen. So I would suggest, again, this is another thing where we have the answer, and that's nothing right now. But this is something, again, that we can revisit further down the road and see if anything is shifting and changing. And that maybe it's just too early to give up yet.
A couple thoughts there from Zareen.
He feels physically drawn. Okay. So that's why I'm saying give this some time and see where this
Well,
could...
they may be asking that more than saying that. I don't know.
Oh, but he
Are you
feels...
sure?
Well, I don't see anything here that specifically says that. I don't see it. So, you know, that might be a question for another time. But I would say with what your question was initially, there's just not, it's not happening right now. So, but don't give up on this yet. You know, if you feel like maybe there's something there, if you feel like there's something there, then just hang on a little bit longer and see what can happen or develop. That would be my advice. Right now the cards are saying no. But that doesn't mean forever.
Yes,
so
I agree. I think it is a matter of you just being patient for them to kind of come around. They're the ones that need to come around a little bit.
I think so.
Good luck.
Good luck with that. All right. So we're on Libra.
Yes.
All right. Hi, Libra. You're very welcome. hope to see you again.
Yes. Okay, Libra wants to know what's coming towards them.
Your deck.
Yes, I'm going to use my newer Universal.
And I think
folklore.
we are closing the list now after
Yeah, we should
Shirley. I'll
probably
put
close
it up
the list.
there.
You're welcome, and good luck to you. Do come back again.
And let's see, I'll pin it.
And the list is closed.
And there it is. All right, so everybody on the list gets a reading.
Thank you, Russ and Jackie, for mentioning that about patience.
Ah,
We
thanks.
appreciate that.
Hey, we knew we could handle this. We're
Of
pros.
course.
That is when our brains are working. I know
Okay.
sometimes we lose track of whose deck and stuff.
And so that was what's coming towards me, right?
Yes.
You saw it?
No, I did not. Gosh, I hope Libra left that. I believe she did.
I saw it earlier, but I just don't remember it at the moment.
I'll find it.
I'm looking for it myself.
I can't seem to find it. I don't think I went far enough back. There. What's coming towards me?
Okay, that's your reading.
Yep. And that's your deck.
All right, so it's the Three of Wands upright,
Which deck is that again?
the Universal Folklore.
Ah, Three of Wands upright. Okay. So what's coming towards you? Well, I think some success is coming towards you. You can almost anticipate it, Libra. You almost feel it, and that maybe you're trying to plan where to go from here. Either you're making a successful move or decision of some sort, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I follow up on this now?
The key words underneath, and I like that with that, is fortune and favor. And there isn't that sense necessarily that this is about the future so much as now. Like, this is really saying this opportunity, this situation is here now for you. It's coming right now. It's something that maybe involves enterprise or networking of some sort. Maybe it's about a friendship kind of turning a corner in a certain way. Who knows? So why is it important? And it's the Seven of Wands reversed. Well, it's important because maybe you felt this was something you were going to give up on. Maybe you were aware of this kind of opportunity or this situation, whatever it is. Maybe it's about some of your other recent questions. And maybe you felt, that if nothing really showed any kind of progression, you were going to probably give it up.
Yeah, you felt overwhelmed, I feel here, or like that maybe you weren't going to be able to dig yourself out of something that ultimately, you finally came up with the right way to go, and it's leading towards success. So that's why it's important is, and it's the old adage, hey, never give up, never give up until you're absolutely certain all is lost, because it looks as though you were able to wrestle maybe a victory or some success out of what you thought would be a defeat.
So where will this go to now?
Oh,
Well,
Victoria would like that card there.
it's the Tower.
It's the Tower.
And so where it goes to is, to some degree, you feel like maybe whatever this was really about, it has an end point, and it was important for you to go through that because you could understand what it was you meant to take away from that. That something in this either builds you towards the next round, towards another opportunity, or towards really just saying, okay, that is done.
Well, I'm going to say that I think that Tower is going to tie into the Lenormand a little bit here, but I'm going to go with something I was thinking here, is that how I said you were going to wrest a victory or success, how you're doing it out of a defeat because you've made some right moves or decisions, a strategy worked out better for you than you had thought, or a move or decision that you made, and that it really caused things. What was that again? Shoot.
Which one?
This one.
It's the Seven of Wands.
Yes, and that was the defeat. You wrested it out of defeat because you really felt in order to get this victory, some barriers or some walls, something had to break down in order for you to build on a more solid ground. And so I think here it's not like you're starting from scratch. You somehow were able to maybe avert a crisis. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. Even though this is where things are headed, I think where things are headed is you were able to avert a crisis, or to take a crisis and really make something better out of it. And the reason I'm saying that partially is because of this.
The stork. And the mountains.
Right? So, this month probably was not without its challenges for you, and even going forward is going to have some challenges attached to it. But it's worth it in the end, because I think you're on the way to a new beginning that's going to bring you a lot of success or be very happy for you. It's some new beginning that you were hoping for.
I agree. It could be about recent questions you've had too, but really in this role, the mountains is sort of like the tower in a way that, you're climbing up through them, even though it's hard.
Climbing through the rubble?
Climbing through those obstacles,
Yes.
that rubble. And what awaits is the chance for a new beginning.
Right, and it's positive. It's very positive. In a sense, that card ties in with the Tower, and this card ties in with this Three of Wands pretty nicely, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I think out of a sense of loss, or maybe something that you had to go through that could have been a crisis, a real victory occurs, and you're able to begin something new that will have some challenges attached, but it's going to make life a whole lot better for you. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Libra.
Wow. And Russ, we've made it to
Russ,
you.
we made it to you.
Was that the final score you gave me before about the Lions? Is there a Lions update by chance?
Well, the last thing they said was, and this was a while ago when we were doing Jarena.
Yeah, that 42 or whatever.
49-6.
49-6. That's crazy.
Okay,
Oh, wow. That is a real...
yes, that was the question from yesterday.
Well, we will do a yes-no if things seem nebulous, but we're going to do 3 cards, I think, right?
Okay, those are mine.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was going to put them up there. I think
we're all vicariously living through your question, Russ.
Which one do I like?
Ooh, what's that about? Hopefully it's not that titillating. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a fascinating question.
Wow.
Now, let's see what the cards say. All right, I'm going to use my Dark Woods Tarot for that, because you're kind of in the dark about that. All right. We have the Five of Wands upright.
Whoops. You need to go.
We have the Nine of Swords reversed. Wow. We have the two, we'll definitely have to do a yes-no, I think, depending on what he has. We have the Two of Swords reversed. There's some interesting stuff there, though, which we will talk about, Russ.
Closer look. The eyeglass.
Wow.
Clover.
Huh.
Lions 52. Thanks, Russ.
Man, I hope they save some of these scores for the Super Bowl. But holy cow, they are, like I said, I always knew when my first look at Jared Goff before last season, I felt he was the bee's knees. He was going to come around. He was going to be the best thing for the Lions, and he has not disappointed. And that goes for Dan Campbell, too. I was concerned about him at first, but then I suddenly realized this man, he's going to turn this team into gold. All right, so the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands up right here is indicating to me there's definitely some differences of opinion going on here. There's definitely some conflict related to this. And I think here that, you are right to be questioning that. I think that this is not necessarily as cut and dry as she made it out to be, blaming you for that child. I think you might be, that supposition that you had there, that she was just doing that because the other person would not support the child, there might be something to that.
Well, the idea of the Five of Wands almost makes it seem like really it's more than just two possibilities even, or that it
maybe.
Certainly is at least the two possibilities, and that maybe, and I'm not saying that this was somebody who,
Could it have been somebody else's child besides the two?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's possible, maybe. What's the second card again?
The Nine of Swords reversed. Maybe you don't need to
worry about it.
So worried about this.
So in other words, maybe it's not your child and it's not your responsibility.
Or that so many years down the road, there's just no way of really knowing what was right or wrong in the situation.
Yeah, that right now
it is what it is.
That's a good point too. I can't argue with that. But I'm almost wondering if that is an indication here that this isn't your worry. This isn't something you have to have on your conscience now.
Yeah, that's what I think it means.
I'm wondering about that, especially when it's reversed like that.
And then the Two of Swords reversed.
This is what's done was done. I think the move was made. She put the baby up for adoption, and I think this is saying what's done was done.
Right, it's almost tempting to go into that biblical thing about, Solomon deciding who the child belonged to, And,
I don't want to say Dr. Phil or who was it, Jerry Springer or somebody like that. Anyway,
feels like they're on Jerry's.
I didn't even see that.
You didn't even see that.
But you know what, Russ, is funny about that? As I was shuffling the cards, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh my gosh, this would be a perfect thing for the Jerry Springer show. I'm sorry. I don't mean to belittle this.
So this isn't necessarily saying that the child wasn't yours, but it is saying that maybe the question is even more open-ended, or maybe has its own sense of not really. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. There was a child who grew up without knowing their real biological parents, possibly.
I think, this might merit, in your mind at any rate, taking a closer look at what happened here. You want to know the fate, the destiny of this child, maybe?
You would be lucky.
Or that, you should have had a relationship. It is a card of luck here and fate. I almost think that might mean that upon a closer look, you might determine that, your fears are unfounded, that this was your child. But again, too, it might say that, this is why you want to take a closer look. You are concerned about the fate and, what role you could have or didn't play in the situation.
It goes to your character, of course, so we appreciate knowing that.
Let's do a yes-no.
Sure. Personally, I've known maybe 2 or maybe 3 similar kind of cases. And to some degree, I was aware that there were deceptions being applied, that somebody was not truthful about who the parent might have been.
Now, of course, after all is said and done here, and we said you didn't have anything to worry about, the yes-no might contradict it. I have a little worry about that, but let's just see what we get. I'm curious.
All right, thank you, Suns.
And we'll take it from there. I'll see how I feel about this. Because getting that clover in that reading does make me feel confident in a way that this is not your child. So, but I'm going to ask was this child your baby? Is that the way I should ask it? How was the question asked?
There was a third guy who may... Well... See, when I saw that 5 of Wands, I felt like maybe it wasn't just between the two of you.
Yep.
I didn't want to say that because...
Well, when you said that, that's why I said there could be a third... Yeah.
Interesting.
I like that thought.
So let's see what our yes or no spread tells us.
Sonny has been sacked out the whole show. Wow. Definitely, well, it's not definite no, but it's leaning heavily towards no. This card was in the middle, the only ace we got, and that's basically meaning it's leaning towards no. The first card I pulled was the 6 of Wands upright, and the second card I pulled is the 4 of Cups reversed, which is kind of interesting in this case. I feel here this person felt, well, I feel here this is not your child. This is not your child. And you can ride away knowing that. And that maybe, I don't know, I'm looking at the 6 of Wands here. And you know, the 6 of Wands is a card that also says people support you in this. Other people probably know this to be true as well. I feel there's somebody out there who knows the truth of this matter.
That's the 4 of Cups
besides
reversed.
Her. Yeah.
The idea to me that somebody knows.
Okay.
Or that a choice has been made.
I wouldn't have thought that, but I think here...
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, what I'm thinking here is that your idea that it was somebody else's child, and maybe the whole way you set it up with it being the one person did not want to support the child, maybe that was it. That was it. That choice or option that you are thinking is the right one here. I think this is confirmation. And you know, it's funny, when I saw the 6 of Wands right out, come up the first card, I thought to myself, is this saying this reading is supporting the previous reading we did? Because oftentimes this card speaks about a victory with support from others. So I'm wondering if this is saying here, you are right about this not being your child, and this reading is a support to confirm that last reading that was showing that.
I like what you said there, Russ, but these days only DNA is really the firm analysis. Just because the other potential fathers had brown eyes doesn't necessarily mean the child would inherit blue or brown.
That's true.
It's all kind of fluky with genetics.
I mean, of course, and it could be dependent on which father fathered the child. You probably maybe know what color their eyes were already.
They mention it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Well, good luck with all of that.
Yeah. Very intriguing. But from what I can tell from the cards, I do not think you are the daddy.
All right, it's 4 o'clock. We gotta finish.
We gotta hustle. We got dinner to go to tonight.
So,
all right. So we've got
asked
Sunis.
What's coming towards me in my love life.
All right, that's a nice one. Do you want to do my reading for that, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do your reading, and I'm just looking for the deck I'm gonna use.
I think we should do 3 cards, actually.
Okay.
Do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
Just throw out 3 cards? The
Yeah.
regular way?
Yeah,
okay.
the regular way.
So I'm going to use the Olympus Tarot.
Because when you're wondering what's coming towards you in love, that could be very open. I want to kind of keep it open to what I see there.
It's more likely other features would tip you off one way or the other than just the color of the eyes. It may be how the eyes are actually,
Something
cast,
could even remind you of your mom or your dad.
Yeah.
Things pick up other family characteristics too. So, yeah.
All right, so what's coming towards you in your love life? Card 1 is the Fool reversed. Card 2 is the Six of Swords reversed. And card 3 is Temperance reversed.
What?
Okay, so it may be a little bit of either way looking at this. What do you got?
Well, all right.
The dice. So that's luck or
Well, it's gambling. Taking a risk.
gambling?
Do you
Taking a
see the
risk, yes.
correlation there?
Cross. Okay.
Well, this is such an interesting time for you, I would say. I would be careful about when you meet someone. I don't necessarily see a lot happening right now, but
Bye, Jackie.
take care, Jackie. Thanks for spending most of the day with us.
Thank
Well,
you.
just about all the day, really. 2 readings left. Take care. I'm not sure if I see something coming towards you or not. I think if there is, it could spell a little bit of trouble. So I want you to think carefully when somebody comes into your life if they are right for you. Sure, maybe, get to know them a little bit. By all means, get to know them a little bit. Don't rush into anything. Don't make any snap, rash decisions because the Fool is reversed here. And not only that, the Lenormand are a little bit, you got the dice card. So I'm going to say they're a little bit dicey. They're a little bit questionable here. And they're worried that you might make a bad move or decision too fast that could cost you in the long term. Get to know people. Get to know somebody who comes into your life and may want to push things faster than you might be comfortable with. Okay? So by all means, take your time to get to know people because sometimes I can tell you, for example, and I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, but for example, in an abusive relationship, oftentimes the courtship goes really well. But as time goes on, you start to, if you give it enough time, you start to notice things about this person. They may become more possessive. They may be trying to pull you away from friends or family so that they can control you. So give things time so that you don't get yourself in a situation that could be bad for you long term.
God, I was wondering if I was going to get a chance at all.
This is a real tough thing here.
Well, to me, the Fool reversed says that maybe unexpectedly something might happen. But I totally agree with Banshee because I feel like to some degree these Lenormand say there's something risky or chancy here. And so thus, obviously, you want to really get to know them really well.
Yeah, I think that somebody could pop in and they're just going to want to move things fast, maybe too fast. So you really should kind of try to slow them down if that's the case.
The Six of Swords reversed.
The Six of Swords reversed kind of indicates to me that this might feel stifling to you in some way. Like, again, they're trying to push something and, you're feeling kind of like your back is against the wall, like, oh gosh, they're saying, well, it's now or never, or something like that. And you feel like you're kind of being oppressed or stifled by this.
I feel that too, that maybe they're pushing on you more to move in their direction. Temperance reversed, I'm just going to jump ahead there. This is a person maybe who is not as interested in you as a person other than maybe what they feel they gain from you. So they may not be interested in a total relationship, or they may have some really variable moods that make them a little bit risky to get involved with right from the get-go, that it is about taking time to really know this person, I think.
I feel they're not very balanced emotionally, or what I could say, since this was about what's coming towards you in love, this could be, a relationship that really kind of throws you off balance, okay? And stresses you out. So it might be good to either cut it off when you realize this is not good for you, or, just watch this person. I don't think they're good long term for you. Again, we've got the cross here. And sometimes what the cross is usually about is long-term sorrow, grief, or stress. And that is with the dice, meaning some gamble or some risk could put you into a situation that could cause you a lot of grief long term. So I usually don't give out really serious warnings like this, but I have to tell you what I see in the cards. And so I feel here, be careful with who you meet. They may seem good on the surface, and maybe ultimately they will be, but take time with this. Take your time and really get to know them. Don't rush into anything at this time.
And we think you should come back again and ask us when you get to know a little bit more and any other questions you might have.
And if nobody pops up, let's see if, in the next, I would say, I have a feeling this reading might play out through this next month. So if nobody shows up for you, I would ask again what's going on. Maybe the energies will have changed. Okay? I wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, so we are on Shirley, and Shirley is going to be our last reading today. Shirley wants to know about the power steering, whether or not it really did get fixed correctly.
Oh, no.
Oh, Packers 20, Bears 19.
Okay.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful to you.
Jags 6 was the final. Minnesota won. Minnesota's going to hang in there with us, I think. Yeah, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I'm sure they're not going to take that loss they had to the Lions sitting down either. So, Well, the plot thickens in NFL land. But the Lions still on top. Woo!
All right, so B worked on it, but it's not really fixed yet, and you're wondering when it will be fixed. The power steering.
Okay.
That's Shirley. And your deck.
All right. Oh, I thought I used... Oh, that was for Russ. That's right. I'll use...
It was the Olympus Tarot. Alrighty.
I'll use...
So just going to mention again that in addition to our regular programming, we will have a monthly modality message Thursday at 3 p.m. I think, or there on Thursday. And then the unhappy hour will be, Friday at 3 p.m. Monthly modality will be at 4 p.m., I think. But there'll be an announcement. I just don't remember right at the moment. I'm sorry.
And the Packers are hanging in there, too. So, interesting stuff there. You're very welcome, Sunis. I wish you the best.
Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you again.
So she's pretty much asking a when question, though, right?
Yeah.
Dare I get out my timing? Oh, you've got something. Okay.
I think
All
I
right.
do.
Well, we'll see.
I think I do. I hope I don't disappoint you.
Uh-oh. Well, we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. Doesn't that sound like a repair? Maybe.
It does,
I hope
yeah.
so.
You found your way to the right mechanic.
Well, va-va-voom. The lovers. Upright.
Okay. He's got grease in his fingers, but he knows how to work the tools.
Stop that, you silly man, you. And it's the Six of Wands, but this time the Six of Wands is reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. I want to see that Lenormand, Mr. O.
Rider and book.
All right.
Not in that order.
That's really interesting.
I know.
I almost feel like that it will get repaired. There will be a recovery. There will be a repair. I think here, I wonder here why the lovers is here, though.
You made the right choice.
You made the right choice in mechanics, maybe, after all. Maybe it's taking them a little longer.
It's somebody who has a loving touch.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Maybe it's taking a little longer, though, because you feel like things might not be moving fast enough. There's a defeat there with the Six of Wands reversed. You have it reversed, right?
Yes, it's reversed.
Okay. Yeah. So, you might feel in a sense, it may leave you with kind of a bad impression, but I don't think you should feel that way, because I do feel here there will be news soon. You will find out something soon, and that you will get moving again. I think it'll be about how you get moving again, because that's the writer. And the writer's got to be writing something, right?
It's possible that maybe the solution doesn't present itself right away. Maybe that's why we have the Six of Wands there. But I do feel like the overall trajectory is that things do work out for you, Shirley. So the when is definitely fungible. I would say sooner than later, maybe within a week or so, a week or two.
Hey, Russ, enjoy your game. Good luck to the Bills. All right. So what were you saying? About timing?
Timing, I didn't really have a firm answer, just sort of it felt like it could be.
What the heck? Let's
soon.
dare ourselves to try the timing cards.
All right,
I could
Shirley.
say 10 years from now, and that would be bad.
You'll have 10 other cars by then. Who knows?
But let's see what we get here. What the heck? Oh, boy. All right. I think I'm asking for trouble, but let's see. I didn't even put that the list is Shirley, and that's it. I had it hanging there in my chat. All right, Shirley. I hope this is going to be a not forever thing. Should I just pull one? I don't know. I always pull
do it
two.
the way you're supposed to do it.
Oop, it's one of each, too, as it turns out. Let's see. Ah!
You jinxed it? You jinxed it?
This is tricky. Shirley, when is your birthday?
Don't know if they're there, but tell us what you got. 3 years. Oi. No, we don't want that. Sometime around your birthday.
I don't think the timing cards worked for this.
Okay, maybe you were born on a leap year.
But I think here, that number 3 stands out to me. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks. I would like to go err on the side of days, especially since the birthday card came out. So I'm almost thinking that maybe within 3 days to 3 weeks that this will happen. And I really can't imagine it would take that long,
come on. We had a car in a shop for weeks once.
Well,
remember?
we did, but power steering, I don't really know that takes, it depends on how busy the mechanics are, and if they have to get parts from overseas or something like that, that could do it. Hey, Jamie's Cowboys, we did close the list. We're over time, but it's good to see you here. We're going out for dinner for our birthday anniversary, which is tomorrow, Mr. O's birthday, our 43rd wedding anniversary. So we got to close the show on time, and we are overtime. So
anyway, that's what we have for you, Shirley.
That's what we have for you, Shirley. Good luck with the car. I'd bank on 3 days to 3 weeks, and most likely somewhere in between. You know, though, you just got that repair in before Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is going retrograde, and guess what? It's usually retrograde for a 3-week period. So, hopefully you can beat that. Good luck with that.
All right, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Jamies. Appreciate you doing that and supporting us.
So we will be back on Thursday with this live stream from 7 to 9. In the meantime, you can watch our other recorded shows.
We have 2 special shows coming out this week. Our monthly modality message is coming out, and our Unhappy Hour, which comes out every 4th quarter moon.
So that'll be on Friday. The modality will be on Thursday. We'll post the times so everyone will know.
So enjoy those, and do come to our next live show. Well, everybody, take care. Have a great rest of your week ahead, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.